My colleagues and I did a lot of research around creating moments of reflections where people think about what makes them feel authentic. We, in some other organizations, looked at feelings of authenticity that are triggered by learning how others experience us. So in addition to us sitting down and reflecting on what makes us feel authentic,
there is an extraordinary scandal unfolding in the lucrative world of behavioral science. One of the stars of the field, Francesca Gino, is being accused of repeated, outright fraud. And in a deliciously ironic twist, you really can't make this up, she is said to have faked results in a study about honesty. An incredible story, humiliating for her employer, that would be Harvard, the blue chip companies that sought out her services, the mainstream outlets that routinely quoted her, and also further calls into question some of the blockbuster behavioral science findings of the past 2 decades. At issue is a 2012 paper authored by Gino and a number of other co-authors, which relied on the results of 3 different studies. Those studies purported to show that people could be compelled to behave more honestly if they were asked to sign an honesty pledge at the top of a form instead of at the bottom. However, a group of scientists that run a blog called Data Colada, they were able to demonstrate that some of the data used in the study had been tampered with, and that fake data had actually driven the results of that study and led to that finding. Now, the same group of crusading researchers, they had found manipulated data in one of the other studies that also drove that same blockbuster 2012 paper. So for those who are keeping track at home, 2 out of the 3 honesty studies relied on dishonest information. But that's not all. The Data Colada folks have since published additional blogs revealing fabricated data in 2 other studies in which Dr. Gino was involved, and they are promising one more. This has caused an earthquake in the field. She was both a star, and she collaborated widely with other researchers. Her expertise has made her in demand as a consultant and speaker to some of the world's biggest companies and institutions: Bacardi, Google, Microsoft, Coca-Cola, Disney, Goldman Sachs, Honeywell, Novartis, Procter & Gamble, and the U.S. Air Force, Army, and Navy, and as a source to media outlets from the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal. According to her website, she has co-authored more than 135 academic articles and written books, including 2018's Rebel Talent: Why It Pays to Break the Rules at Work and in Life. That's an interesting one, isn't it? She's also been named one of the world's 40 best business school professors under 40 and 50 most influential management thinkers. She is the type of expert who does TED Talks and is highly sought after for corporate conferences and the like.
Can you believe it? My Harvard tie. Like, oh, sure, he went to Harvard.